Am I the asshole for following a neighborhood kid home after he stole from me and confronting his parents? After a local kid swiped snacks from my bike while I was loading up groceries, I calmly followed him home to get them back. But when I confronted his parents, they exploded, accusing me of harassment and threatening to call the cops. Turns out the kid did steal from me and the police proved it. It was a cold afternoon this past February when I stopped by a local shop after biking home from work. I was feeling tired, but I'd picked up some snacks to enjoy later, a bag of crisps and some sweets, and was loading them into the basket on my bicycle when I turned for a moment to secure my water bottle. When I looked back, they were gone. Out of the corner of my eye, I spotted a neighborhood boy, probably 11 or 12, smirking, as he stuffed my snacks into his backpack before bolting off down the street. And here's the kicker. This wasn't our first run-in. A few months earlier, this same kid falsely accused me of starting a fire at a construction site near the park. It was quickly disproven, but the nerve of this child is unreal. I was upset, but stayed calm. I knew where he lived. It's a small UK neighborhood, and his house is just down the lane. I followed him and knocked on the door, hoping to settle this like adults. But the moment his mum opened up, I could tell it wasn't going to go well. Before I could even finish explaining, she jumped in. My son would never do that. He's a good boy. The dad appeared behind her just as dismissive. I politely asked to check the kid's bag, but the mum crossed her arms and said if I didn't leave, they'd call the police and report me for harassment. I didn't yell or escalate. I simply said, "You're welcome to call them." I'd love to clear this up, so they did. 20 minutes later, an officer arrived. I calmly explained what happened, and the officer asked the boy to open his bag. Boom! Right there, my crisps and sweets, still unopened. The parents looked like they'd seen a ghost. The officer gave them a warning and returned my things, but didn't press charges since the items were low value. Since then, that kid still gives me smug looks when he sees me, and his parents refuse to speak to me. They act like I'm the villain for traumatizing their son. Sorry, but I don't think teaching your kid that stealing is fine unless you get caught is solid parenting. So, am I the asshole for standing my ground and following the kid home instead of just letting it go?